Hello, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing wonderful. Happy summer, happy end of summer, happy beginning of the fall. Some of you say you wanted to hear from Esteline. You know, my daughter, this is her first experience being at the ZSI. STEM came this year in Malaysia, so I thought we should get together and chat a little bit about it. So, Esteline,
Hello.
how was your experience at ZSI STEM camp, first of all?
This seems
Before mommy gave you the privilege, because you're just turning 14 tomorrow, mommy gave you the privilege. What was your idea about the camp versus your experience in the camp? Maybe you should.
I thought the camp, based on what I've learned from like the first year's trip and what I helped out in doing, I thought it would have been more like science based. Whereas this year it was more AI and English based, which I wasn't disappointed by. I still enjoyed my experience, and I think it really helped widen my understanding on different topics, because as I heard from last year, it was more like you organized everything, whereas this year we were in partnership with another camp, so they kind of like took over, so then we were more at ease, and like they have their own lessons already planned and everything, so it was more like easier, more flowed through, like there's already like the planned trips between the camp and you. So
Yeah, that's a good point actually. We made a calculated decision, and I have another post about it that you guys can check out, why we choose Malaysia and how we end up in Malaysia. But we definitely had a great partner, and they took care of everything, and as Selma mentioned, it was really easy, but it was also a way for me to take back and let them run the show and see how the show was run, and then learn from it. One of the things that we did this year was AI only, because hey, 2025 is the AI revolution is upon us. So I'm glad you talked about that. How many we spent 3 weeks in Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
How was your experience when you arrived in Malaysia? Weather, food, environment. Let's talk about it.
When we arrived in Malaysia, it was hot, but it was like a hot humid.
Because it's hot where we are right now.
Yeah, but it's like where we live, it's like a hot dry. So it took a little getting used to, but after some time, it settled in. Personally, I didn't find the food bad at all, but some campers on our side of the group may have disagreed with me and wanted more spice to say. But personally,
But I bought some spice at some point, right?
yeah, and then they took all of it from me. But like I personally enjoyed the food. There was a great like selection of like foods, including like vegetables and salads and like protein and stuff like that. So like they had a good wide selection of foods in those weeks.
How about the classes or the first place where we were? Because we had like 3 weeks, right? So maybe give them a breakdown of like how did the 3 weeks broke down.
So the first week we were staying at the college. So we were
College
staying,
campus.
Yeah, the college campus. So originally in the first week we were staying in dormitories, and so they had like a classroom setting because we were in a college. So the first week we took AI classes, and we did take like a small English test to find our levels. But we mostly took AI classes. Like we learned like different like how to like properly AI prompt, and like how to like code games using AI and such, like how to create music with AI. And then the last 2 weeks we had been like moved to a hotel, so we had classes in like a small hotel. The second week we had classes in a small hotel room for a little bit, where it was just like our group there because the other students hadn't came yet. And then the last week was when finally the other students joined, so then we had a bigger classroom with more people, and we were like separated into groups based on our English levels. So then, so I think during those weeks, the 2 weeks of the English camp, I learned like a lot of like new things that I may have not already known as an English speaker, like more new words, like more ways to format my writing based on like my teacher's expertise and such.
What did you enjoy the most? I mean, beside the AI courses, which I don't think you say much about, but you love the English because you are like a literature major anyway, literature lover. How about the activities? What did you enjoy the most?
So like during the first week at the campus, we did a lot of like after at the end of the day after like our dinner, we had like lots of like little like challenges. Like the first night there was a fashion show. The second night there was like a business proposal. Like the third night there was like a dance competition. So like they always try to make it fun and interactive. So I think during that first week, at the end, my favorite was the dance competition where our group had came in second place. Sorry.
Second or third place?
It was second place. In the business proposal, we got third place.
Yeah, and let's remind everyone that the business proposal was chartered and led by Esteline. Let's just be for real. I'm not saying that because she's the mom, because we only had 2 hours to present while other people had 2 weeks to present, and you guys came up number 3.
Yeah,
number 3. So that was I knew for sure that this is just a play, and then I was shocked. So they did great. So now those are good information because I want to make sure that we don't stay more than 15 minutes. Let's talk about for the rest of the time your experience being in the camp as my daughter and me being the mom, which is the camp director. And what the other kid thought about your mom while you were watching your mom being the camp director. Let's teach a little bit.
I think it was like very inspiring seeing how like you were able to like manage your own like camp with like your own like expertise and like own ruling and stuff. And like people had a lot of great things to say about you, how you're a nice driven person and such. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I thought the kids didn't like the rule. Because the rule, you even told me that you cannot have gentle parenting in the camp because we had some, there's always something happening. Actually, this year it was not bad. We only had one person that tried to drink coffee, a little girl that tried to drink coffee. We had one person that took the wrong medication. Okay, we're going to talk about that. One person took the wrong medication. Wrong medication, overdose themselves, and then we had one person that got lost in the mall that we found there. So it was not bad. And then we had another person that almost lost their luggage. So yes, the camp has a 10 core value that you have to follow, and those values are very, very, very strict. And I make sure that they follow those values. And sometimes the kids love it, sometimes they don't love it. But when you come to camp, you gotta follow the rules. So so what did you think about my non-gentle parenting during the camp, and the interaction between you and I during the camp? Because you said when the camp was over that you really miss your mom. Ignore the kid in the background.
I think there was like a very sharp balance between camp director and like mom.
Papa, stop it. Yes, go ahead.
And so it took getting used to knowing this isn't like a home setting. Like she's not my mom currently. She's like a camp director. So then like in the end I started getting used to it. So yeah.
Oh, so you were able to get used to it at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
good.
got to like understand your viewpoint because like
Cause like what? Cause you felt like if I didn't do what I had to do, we lose some kids.
Yeah.
To maybe coffee.
Yeah.
Or having a bad headache or back stomach ache or go to emergency room. So sometimes the rule was needed. Okay. What would you tell somebody that is interested in sending the kid to the camp? What would you tell them if they're not sure? Like, I don't know if my daughter should go or my son should go like so far away in Malaysia. How was the flight? How, because it's a long flight. What would you tell them?
I would say for them to definitely send their kids, because like this is like an opportunity that they definitely might need in their future, because like we do also do like fun things, but also we get to visit like colleges and such, which could really help them get more inspired for their future if they're deciding where they might want to go, or even if they don't know. There's just like different activities that can maybe help pinpoint where you might want to do. Like we go on like different like academical like field trips, so like it really like helps know what you want to do, where you want to go. And it's like it's nice to like expand your knowledge of the world. So I think traveling is the way to do that.
That's good.
So I think it'd be a good place to send your child.
So what would you wish you do next year to improve upon the camp? Because you can always improve. So what should we do?
I think maybe more next year, more college campus visits, rather than just like some selected few go. Maybe like we all ask, like we ask like what's something that like we all like, if we know what we're all interested in our futures, and then like collectively see colleges that can like help every individual.
Yeah, because what happened this year was first, because Selma is only barely 14, she's gonna be 14 tomorrow. Yay! So we have a specific conversation with students that are in the second or third year before end of high school, and we asked them specifically what they're gonna do. So you didn't participate in that. We only have like a couple of them that participate, and based on what they say they were interested, we target school and we went to visit those schools. Now everybody has visited about 2 to 3 schools, and then the rest, for instance, people that want to do medicine, we went to like a specific school for medicine. People that want to do computer science, we went to a computer science school. So that's why Selma is saying like maybe just open it for everybody, because sometimes some people don't know what they want to do also. So while they're visiting, it allow them to also get an idea. Okay, sounds good. Anything else you want to share? Any memorable moment? Any blop? Any flop moment that you want to say? Anything that was unforgettable that you want to share?
I made like a lot of good memories. I made a lot of like friends.
Oh, you didn't talk about the fact that you meet friends from all over the world. I think that was a little bit interesting and different.
It's nice to like have a wide expansion of people, because like at the camp, especially the one in Malaysia, it's not just like our group of kids going there. There's a lot of other people from all over the world. So then we get to like learn about like each other's cultures and like where we're from and like what we did back home and stuff. So like it's very nice to like get to know people from like different places in the world that you may not have ever been to.
So that's one of the great thing about this year camp, was the fact that not only with our partner, there were campers from all over the world. We have people from China, Malaysia, Singapore, Brazil, obviously Benin, and then mostly was Russia, and then Western Europe, East Europe. So all the country you can imagine in East Europe. So it was really great to have a measure of culture, a measure of personality. So that's also something that the kids got to learn, and a lot of parents actually loved that, which was really surprising. And we did a lot of great things. We went to a gala, if you remember, in a nice resort, and I even, just to make Selma happy, I took her on a mommy-daughter date one evening. So, and then we had Japanese food. So overall, I think it was a good experience for you. I'm glad you had the honor to participate, because you are not 14 yet, but I feel like you are enough mature. I would say have a little bit maturity, because what we need from kids that participate in the camp, they have to be able to wake up by themselves, follow the alarm, wake up, take a shower by themselves, take a shower twice a day, be able to go to the restaurant or to the cafeteria, pick their own food. Those are the requirements. Anything else is those are the requirements, and be able to go to class and be engaged in the class. And the camp is very dynamic. So if you've been with us last year, you can also come, and then we'll tell you the next location of the camp. Thank you so much. Thank you, Selma, for joining today. I appreciate it, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you.